Hey everyone, this is Sophia. I just got back from an awesome trip in New York / Brooklyn. I went there for the long weekend, so for Easter, and I had a great time with some of my friends. I just wanted to cover like what type of stuff I buy when I go to the States. There's a lot of like cool products that cost like way less in the States compared to Canada. It's always a good chance to do some groceries, especially when we're driving all the way there. And I want to thank my friend Lizzie for driving because I still don't know how to drive. I have a few products in front of me and I just wanted to share what I chose and like how much it cost and why it's a good reason to bring it all the way back home in Quebec. I always go to Whole Foods and I always go to Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's I've discovered in the past year. I'm in love with that place. It's so cheap and most of the products like work with the paleo diet and yeah, when I compare it to Whole Foods nowadays, I prefer Trader Joe's, but I still go to Whole Foods, see what they have to offer, and it's always a great spot to like pick up a lunch and go eat in the park. Especially in New York, I love the Whole Foods that's like right across Central Park. So yeah, I get started with some products. So the first one is coconut oil that I got from Trader Joe's. So this 1 pint bottle costs about $5.99 or maybe it was $4.99, I don't really remember, but it's so much cheaper than what we have here in Montreal. I've been meaning to buy some and I guess I was cheap lately, and whenever I went to the store for this same type of bottle, it was always like close to $10.99 for the cheapest brand. That didn't really inspire me, so it's always a good reason to stock up on. This I got from Whole Foods, so it's the Barney butter, almond butter, and once again it was super cheap, so it was like $5.99 for once again 1 pint, like 454 grams. So yeah, that was a good reason to go to Whole Foods this time. What else? So back to Trader Joe's products, I got like 2 types of chocolates. Usually in Montreal I buy 85%, but they only had 73%. But it's not like the end of the world considering I still want a little bit of sugar, so that's fine. And those were like super cheap. Once again, I think the most expensive one was about $2.99 when I'm used to paying $3.99, $3.50. I got this from Trader Joe. It's smooth dark chocolate with a hint of fleur de sel and some crunchy nuts. This time it's 60%. This is like the type of snacks that I'd rather have at home if I want to cheat. Instead of buying like something really crappy, like this is almost really good for me. So yeah, it's a good thing to have for my next food craving. This is probably my favorite product from Trader Joe's. I was actually in a row last year when I went for like surfing long weekend with friends, and I was looking at this product and one employee just came up to me and told me that it was the best thing ever, so I had to buy it. If you crave Cheetos, buy this. This is amazing, and I already ate the first pack in 2 days, so I'll try to keep this one a little longer, but yeah, super good and like about $1.49 at Trader Joe's. I got some roasted plantain chips, and I don't know how to say that word, obviously, but yeah, this is super good. This is paleo, and I love like eating this with like some chili or when I make guacamole, so yeah, always a good snack to have. And I love that their packaging is like so big, so I usually eat it in like 2 or 3 times. Next one is roasted coconut chips. So like everyone's going crazy about these. I still haven't tried any, but yeah, we'll see if it's good. Once again, that was probably $1, $1.50, so why not have this type of snack? I got some dried mangoes. This one is spicy mangoes. So they actually added some paprika, there's sugar too. But yeah, this is a very dangerous snack because there's so much sugar in dried mangoes. but they're so good that I was actually thinking of freezing them once I open it. So I'll just like try to stick to 1 or 2 pieces and just freeze the rest and try to like not eat so much at once, even though it's very addictive. But I thought the paprika was a nice addition. So another thing that I love getting when I go to Trader Joe's is actually their wild salmon jerky. I think this was a bit more expensive. It was probably $5.99, but once again, super good snack. The salmon jerky is kind of harder to find, and it's always a really good treat. So next time I go on a road trip or something, I'll have this available. I went to GNC, so usually don't go to GNCs because especially like the types of products that we have here are not super interesting. But I went to one when I was in downtown New York, and I got 2 products that I kept hearing about, especially in the CrossFit community. And so I got a Kill Cliff. So this is basically a recovery drink. It came in 4-pack or one. One was $3. I didn't get the 4-pack because I don't know if I'm gonna like it. So we'll see for the future, but it was just to try it. This is basically a drink that's recommended to take before or after a workout, but I guess like on a day that I'll do a very crazy workout, something like Filthy 50, I'll try one of these cans and see like how different I feel. Another thing I bought, which I'm gonna taste right now, is the famous Quest bar. So I got like, I guess the most popular flavor, which is cookies and cream. This was actually expensive too. GNC had a deal, which is like probably current like all over the States right now. So you could buy like 2 12-packs for I guess $45 as a member and $50 as like a random customer. But I decided to pay the full price, so I think it added up to $36, $3 a bar. So yeah, it was a bit expensive, but yeah, I've been super curious about this. A lot of athletes in the CrossFit and paleo community have been like raving about this, and like it's supposed to be the most amazing bar. So let's try it. This is pretty good. Protein bars usually have like a very, I don't know, strong whey taste, and this is like much lighter. And I love that like one of the main ingredients is actually almonds. So that's it for like what I shopped for. I did buy some vitamins. I bought some vitamin. I got some B complex and some fish oil, like all of these, but they were basically the same price as in Montreal. I just bought them because they were available. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my shopping. And what else? So it was an awesome weekend. I went for 4 days. We rented an apartment with Airbnb, which is like the greatest way to travel. If you've never used that website, airbnb.com or .ca if you're in Canada, you should definitely look into it. We got this great Airbnb. I think for the whole weekend it cost like $320 and we were 5. We had like 2 full days to spend in New York. The first day we went to Central Park, we did Soho, we did like some of the tourist stuff. My favorite part was really Chelsea. I've been to Chelsea like a few times when I went to New York, but I always like visited some smaller parts, and this time I discovered Bleecker Street. So I would really recommend walking on this street. It's super cute. There's a lot of like great stores. There was a lot of restaurants, terrace, like if you wanna stop for oysters and a glass of wine, like. So what we did was actually from Soho, we walked on Bleecker Street all the way to Magnolia Bakery, which was like towards the end of Chelsea. And it was an awesome walk. And from there we found like a great restaurant / bar to have some drinks and snacks. I'm starting to prefer Brooklyn to Manhattan, except for like Chelsea, which I love, and Central Park. Williamsburg is like, I guess, more laid back. It reminds me of Montreal, as long as you know where to go. While we were in Williamsburg, we tried the Lucky Dog dive bar. So like super laid back bar. They had a huge terrace at the back. Like the staff was awesome. The drinks were really cheap and generous and strong. And what I loved about this dive bar is that it's called Lucky Dog, so dogs are actually allowed. So I guess like 1 in every 5 person had a dog in the bar. I even got to like take care of one while I was like enjoying my beers and shit. On our last day for brunch, we went to my favorite restaurant, I guess for now, in Brooklyn, which is called Juliette. So it's a French restaurant. They have an awesome rooftop terrace, and now they kind of like created this sunroom too. So we went there for brunch. I usually go for dinner and drinks, and like we just order a bunch of appetizers, like a lot of appetizers, no entrees, and we have like great wine. But brunch was really good. Once again, great service, and they actually made the best coffee that I had while I was in both Manhattan and Brooklyn. So like, I love that place and you should check it out. That's it for my trip, and I had a great time. If you have like any recommendations about like products that I should get next time I go to the States, which shouldn't be so far away, I actually want to go back to New York in June, please like leave me a comment, and that's pretty much it. Thanks. Bye.